AITA for refusing to take my girlfriend home from a party after she embarrassed herself? Am I the asshole? Just wore 115. NTA. At the end of the day, she did play a stupid game and won a befittingly stupid prize. At least it's just embarrassment. From the context provided, it doesn't seem like anyone else made a big deal about the things she said. I don't think you should be obligated to take her side, being that she was the cause of the embarrassing moment. Also, saying rude things expecting nobody to be able to understand her makes her the emo. Zesty_Mayo 4570. 13,320. Your NTA. Your girlfriend is incredibly rude and hopefully taught herself an important lesson about talking smack and insulting her host. Or anyone else, for that matter. Better think about that little glimpse into your future if you choose to stay with that woman. Ditto head forever. 4142. Greater than this broke out into a screaming match. Greater than we stayed at the party for another 2 to 3 hours ESH. Modern_Machiavelli. 262. 60. Mostly this is just awkward for everyone else at the party. Having a screaming match at someone else's party is not cool. You should have left. Out of decency. Lost_return_6524. 3172. The two of you made everyone else uncomfortable with the screaming. You literally lowered yourself down to her level when you starting arguing in front of everyone. The both of you were crass with no decorum. Your coworker must have been mortified. FRANPW1. 67. AITA for telling my dad and his wife they are not entitled to a say in the decision-making of other adults even if they raised those adults? Am I the asshole? Frame Pitiful 8784. NTA. This fixation of some not parents on being accepted, respected, treated as actual parents is staggeringly disrespectful of the kids' autonomy, agency and feelings that it's incomprehensible. Pretend Panda. 359. NTA. They are major Oz for expecting their kids to just forget about their dead parents so they can play happy family. Dreaming of Rayla. 4205. NTA at all. Good for you going low contact. Just curious. Do you and Jess or other steps IBS have relationship? I wondered if you two maybe had a bond over not playing along with your dad and Mary's scheme. Called of Dunsparce. 591. NTA. Sounds like your father and Mary can't accept that you and Jess still remember your other birth parent and do not want to just move on and forget about them. You are 100% entitled to live your life as you wish and try to have as much or as little contact with your parent and step-parent as you wish. They do not have to be asked how you or Jess name your child. Lol. Sorry for your loss. Sorry your father and step-parent could never accept that you and Jess do not see the step-parent in the same way as your other birth parent. It's an unreasonable expectation, request, demand that you do. And they should have dropped it long ago. Almalawa. 192. NTA. They completely ignored your feelings when you were a child. How can they expect you not to ignore theirs now? SC0TTH. 61. AITA for refusing to share a bedroom the night before my mom's funeral? Am I the asshole? Confection minimum. NTA. And that's why I always prefer to stay in a hotel instead of being with other people and having to sacrifice my privacy. The other person could snore super loud, be on their phone almost all night, grind their teeth, go to the bathroom every hour or who knows what. You haven't seen her in 25 years, so you don't want any unpleasant surprises. Then there's the grieving, which you should be able to do without an audience all the time. Wow, your family sounds rather cold and mean to you. My deepest, most heartfelt condolences for the loss of your mom. May she rest in peace. Love Beach 8. 3667. My condolences for your loss. Op NTA. You're doing everything right. You make sure you have the appropriate space to manage your emotions. You book and pay for the room yourself. And you even leave the room for your sister's friend not to have to share either. Why would she feel bad about having her own room? Greater than when I said this they called me mentally ill. I do have anxiety. And that I could take a walk around the block to cope like everyone else. Sorry, but your family sounds like a bunch of AH. It's one thing to not understand what anxiety is, but to insult you and belittle you like that on top of it. No wonder you look for your own space. Sharing it with these people would not allow you to mourn however you need. Lady Taruki, 1096. Why isn't your sister staying in the room with the friend? Canuck Ginger, 240. You know what? On the day of your mom's funeral, it's completely okay to be all about you. Take care of yourself. Get the hotel room. I am really sorry about your mom. NTA. Active Anteater 1884. 544. NTA. XA0 You weren't demanding anything of anyone. XA0 It's absolutely okay to want to be well rested and have some privacy in this very emotional time. XA0 I get maybe your family wanted you around more. But really the friend from out of town should have taken a hotel room. XA0. Having Hope 3594. 358. AITA for not giving my brother my lottery winnings despite his financial struggles? Am I the asshole? Vadoric. NTAIT is your money. To do with as you wish. After taxes it will seem to be a lot of money. But do the math on your own expenses in your life and you will realize it won't last nearly as long as it might seem. It's a good buffer to give you some room to feel more comfortable taking some risks and pursuing your own life goals. Take advantage of that. Protect it. And ignore the noise from others. Pentanubis. 2929. Never mention a sudden windfall to anyone. NTA. Moonpie, Texas 1971, 366. NTA. I will share my own experience. Not winning the lotto, but helping out someone struggling with money. He was struggling with what I thought was credit card debt. So it started small. Paying for lunch, concert tickets, a thing for his daughter's school. And then he asked me for thousands to help pay off his credit card. I gave it to him, thinking I was helping him get straight away. Gave him a book to read and spent time looking at his budget with him. Turns out he was lying all along, and the reason he was so behind on everything was that he was hiding his online poker problem. I was angry and sad and felt resentment about being lied to. It took time and we've moved on and are still friends. Although the friendship is different now. It's your money. I get that family is family guilt. But do what your gut tells you. Take care of all of your needs first after all of that is taken care of, and if you want to help him, I would consider giving it to him with strings attached. Match his payments to pay off his debt if he'll show you a written budget for that month or something along those lines. Or once he pays off $5,000, you'll give him another $5,000. Inevitable Jaded 7303. 622. Never tell anyone about significant windfalls. Not even your parents. Odd Professor 5309. 178. I didn't win the lottery but inherited money recently. As did my sister. The biggest dilemma is with my mother. She was always bad with money. Would spend huge amounts of money on things she didn't even need, and I've seen this for years. I knew I wanted to give her a small amount of money because I would feel bad if I didn't, but I knew a huge lump sum would be a bad idea. So I give it to her small amounts. You have way more money than I do, so the amounts are smaller. I gave her $500. Then I paid one of her bills for $500. I just gave her $200 for her birthday. Christmas I will give her more. I'm her child. I really shouldn't be giving her money and she feels bad when I give it to her, but I want my money to last as well. My sister on the other hand is blowing through her money at rapid speed. I know she has given my mother way more than me and that's fine. I don't want to spend this money away too quickly and be irresponsible with it. Offering him small amounts and him being difficult about it is funny. Would he be happier with nothing? Infinite_singer 5750 282